What is good, y'all? It's podcast episode 113. Hope everyone's having a good Monday so far. And man, it's crazy. We're already into the second week of December. So we've got 3 more weeks left of 2025. And we're just out here doing it, baby. I'm on my lunch break. Taking a few minutes to myself. But yeah, man, got all my Christmas shopping done, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's always nice when you can knock it out and just kind of have just be done with it, man. Just kind of really look forward to Christmas. You know, so many times I feel like I just cram it all in, and it gets tough, man, because it's freaking expensive too. So yeah, man, hope this angle looks good. It's a little bit different than what I usually do. I'm really trying to get out of shooting a pod while I'm driving, because I listened back to a few episodes and the sound is just really not great. So obviously I'm parked right now, and yeah, man, hopefully it sounds a little bit better. I do have the heat on, so maybe the sound is a little distorted, but it is what it is, baby. You know, it's not going to be perfect. We're just out here doing the damn thing. Man, what's going on? I uploaded a new song to be released on January 1st. So the first day of the new year, I got a new song dropping. And this one's special, man. It's called Financial Freedom for My Family Forever. And that's kind of been my motto for a long time. It's funny because I have an agenda that I write in every single day, and I put that at the top of every page: Financial Freedom for My Family Forever. And so yeah, the song was originally called Financial Freedom, but had to add the rest of it. It's because more of like a mantra for me than anything, and just kind of wanted to stick with it. So felt like that was a good song to drop on the first day of the new year. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Got my Spotify rap numbers back, and super excited about that, man. We had a big year, you know, a big year filled with tons of growth. And it's crazy because I actually felt like this year was sort of like a step back. It was definitely a slower year for my releases. I did release a couple projects, and you know, they definitely brought some new energy. But overall, I felt like it was a slower year for me. So I dropped the EP with my homie Spade. We actually dropped that back early 2025. So, and then I dropped the Punk album. So it definitely was. It was a different year for me. You know, it wasn't a bad year. It wasn't an over the top year or anything like that. It just was it was a different year. I'm proud of the music that I made, but at the same time, I definitely felt like, you know, I kind of took a step back this year. And there was a few different reasons. You know, obviously being a dad kind of played into that. You know, I have to spend more time with my family more than anything. Work has kind of picked up. Just been busy with that. And then obviously, you know, if you've watched this pod for any amount of time, you know that I've really been hitting the gym. This year was a main focus for me to be in the gym. And yeah, man, so you know, gym life, dad life, family, job, there's a lot that goes into it. You know, it's not just one thing. But you know, I'm still proud of myself because even through all that, just being real busy this year, you know, I still was able to release music. And the fact that here we are, 2025, almost into 2026, and I'm still releasing music. Is something that I take pride in. You know, it's not something that I take lightly by any means. You know, it's been 10 plus years at this point, 12 plus years at this point of making music and releasing it, and just building on top of something, you know. And maybe that building isn't exactly clear yet. I have a vision in my head, and I'm hoping to get that vision out. But at the end of the day, we're just building. And, you know, to be able to look back at all the music that we've released over the years, all the content that we've released, it's something that I'm just proud of, man. To be honest, I'm just proud of it. It's been fun. It's been hard. It's been a challenge, but at the same time, that challenge fuels me and inspires me to just keep going, you know, because it's been so hard, you know. And there's been times where I felt like, you know, maybe we should have been further along. There's been times where I felt like maybe I didn't do enough. There's just been all these different feelings, but the one constant that's always been there is just knowing that it's going to work. It's going to work. As long as we keep going and don't stop, don't quit. You know, that's the worst thing you can do, I feel like, is quit on your dreams. And, you know, I just refuse to be that person. I refuse to be the one that just gives up everything that I've worked so hard for. So, you know, another challenge that's really kind of plagued artists this year, more than previous years, is AI. You know, I mean, there's AI now that'll write your songs for you, that'll mix and master your songs, create beats for you, create all your content, and I don't. My personal opinion is that, you know, if you're using AI to do all that, you can't really call your art your own. Now, of course, I've used AI to help come up with some cover arts, and, you know, a graphic artist may say, "Hey, like, you're kind of fucking me, man, because you could have used a graphic artist to make this." Well, in my defense, you know, it's like, then that means I have to pay somebody X amount of dollars to create a cover art that's just going to be for a single. So, you know, I think AI is a tool. Typically, when I do use AI for cover arts, I will take that image and make it my own. I'll upload it into a picture editor and really hone in to make it my own. Of course, it's not my art piece all around, but I think just using AI as a tool and not like you know, your main source of creation is important. And that's my opinion, and I know other people are going to disagree, but it is what it is, man. I'm not going to pay somebody $300, $400 for a cover art when I could just make it myself. And it's my song anyway, so it's a representation of me. So, but yeah, man, you know, AI has been a big hindrance on music this year. The one thing I won't do is have AI write my songs. You know, it just takes away from the joy of writing and creating something off the top of your head. So we'll see, man. 2026 is going to be an interesting year for AI and just artists in general, you know. I'm definitely not trying to cut anybody out or you know, take shortcuts by any means. But, you know, if we can use it as a tool, a healthy tool, then I'm all for it. But I definitely, these guys that, you upload this huge prompt in the AI, and I want my song to sound like 70s style blues music or whatever, and then they just get like this perfect sounding song. Like, there's something that I don't know, man, I just don't agree with about that. You're taking I don't know. It's just AI is taking the best qualities out of all of music and then formulating these perfect songs from it, and it's just a shortcut, man. And are you really an artist at that point? Just because you typed up a prompt to get you this song? So I don't know. We'll see what the world comes to a decision on with AI. But yeah, it's been another hurdle for us musicians. And not to say I'm some sort of crazy musician. I just write my music and I perform it. So, but yeah, man, at the end of the day, just proud of the work that we put in 2025. There's always going to be life challenges. There's always going to be an excuse to stop and to quit. But at the same time, you got to remember what this does for you as an artist. For me as an artist, it gives me therapy, man. It's a way to capture a win on a song. And when you hear back your song and you hear after it's been mixed and mastered, you're like, damn, we made this. We did this, and it's something to be proud of. And I got a few different friends that I work with that have helped me along the way. But the main person I would say is Emac Made It. Him and I we've been working on music since like 2015. So it's been over 10 years now that we've known each other, and just to see our growth as collaborators and as a team has really been an honor to watch and be a part of. It's hard to find good people that can work well with your vision, because everybody has their own vision. And sometimes artists can be the hardest people to work with because everybody has their own idea of what the song should be, So to find somebody that you can collab with for over 10 years, it's really just been a beautiful thing. So I'm just honored, and and I see these Spotify rap numbers. It's more than numbers for me. It's people's lives. They take time out of their lives to listen to your music. And even if they're listening to it while doing something else, like, if you got it on while you're driving, you didn't have to spend that time with me. You could have spent it on Drake, on Kanye, on, pick your artist. But you chose to spend your time with me, and, it's something that, it's special. It really is. It's more special, and it's something that I really am just so blessed and thankful for, So I think I had I can't even remember how many days it was streamed, but the fact that like I had more than one day streamed of people streaming my music is it's a huge honor, man. And I'm just so thankful for it. I'm just so thankful. And another thing, man, my music has reached, and I know I talked about this last year, but people from all different walks of life, it's crazy to see, like, you got fans in Germany and Canada, and all these different places, and you're just like, holy shit, man. Like, I just make music that feels good to me and connects with me, and I hope that it connects with other people. And to connect with somebody that might live in Germany or Canada, or even other places in the U.S. It's just wild, and it just goes to show you how special music really is. And we may not speak the same language, but that music is a universal language, and it's something that I'm just thankful for, man. I'm thankful to be able to play my part, and no matter what the future holds, I still shared a moment in time with people, in the form of music. So I was able to share some time. And I have some other ways now. I got the podcast. I'm really trying to connect through social media, TikTok, and all that shit. But my main love is music, and it always has been. And we'll see, man. Maybe there'll be a different form of communication, of connection in the future. But for now, it's still music. I still am very passionate about my music. The fire, I will say, the fire isn't as bright as it was back when I first started music. But man, when you got to realize, like, when you've got 10, 12 years in the game, that fire is going to go through different waves. Sometimes it's going to be big, sometimes it's going to be just a little match. But as long as the fire's burning, it doesn't matter how big it is, as long as it's still burning. So for me, music is still burning in my soul. It's still something that I crave to do. Maybe not as much as it used to be, but as long as I have a story to tell, I'm going to do my best to tell it in the way that I know best. Some people like to paint, some people like to write, some people like to, you name it. I like to do music. I like to create music. I love the art of picking out a beat. I love the art of writing to the beat. I love the art of recording. I love the art of hearing your voice back and knowing what to fix. So there's just a lot that goes into it, and it's something that I'm still passionate about, and I hope that my Spotify rap numbers speak for itself. Like I said, it's more than numbers to me. It's connection. It's people spending their time of life with me, and it's just beautiful, man. It really is. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm excited to hopefully grow it more in 2026 and really connect with people even more, and even if it's not on Spotify, if it's on YouTube, Apple Music, whatever, wherever you go to listen to music, man, it's an honor to be able to listen. It's an honor to be able to see that people are listening to my music. So yeah, man, I'll leave it at that. Just wanted to hop on here, kind of give my thoughts on that. Hopefully I didn't piss off too many people, telling people that I have used AI to create some cover arts. You probably know which ones I'm talking about anyway, so it is what it is, man. I just don't have the money to be dishing out, hundreds of dollars for a song. Now, if it's an album, it's an investment, and my thoughts on that, because I've worked with some amazing graphic designers out there. So it is what it is, baby. That's where we're at. 2025's coming to a wrap. Got a couple more weeks, but I just wanted to tap in and just give my thoughts on the Spotify rap numbers. So much love. I'll leave it at that for today. And yeah, we'll talk soon. So hope you guys have a good week. Much love. Peace.